Hello, hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. Trying to see if this thing is working right. I believe that it is. I believe that it is. I believe. Oh my gosh. I need coffee. So, I'm suffering today. I'm suffering. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hey, Adam. How are you? I did manage to comb my hair. I know y'all are proud of me. Yeah. Comb my hair. Yeah. Put some clothes on. Yes. It was a struggle. I'm just going to say it was a struggle. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. So I'm not outside at the moment. Uh, I'm I'm inside, hoping that I'm all I'm all jacked up on ibuprofen. Yeah, this old girl is hurting. Um, so I don't know if you were able to catch. Well, I know you were, Adam. The video on the roof that we got installed over my camper, um, and the cabin, which I'll do an additional video on the work that Josh is putting in to finish the inside of the cabin. So he went for, well, I sent him for a supply run yesterday for lumber. For lumber, yes. So the prices for lumber have come down just a bit. They're not where they were for sure, but they are more manageable for the price of lumber. I think a 3/4 inch sheet of plywood, the difference between a 1/2 inch sheet of plywood and a 3/4 inch sheet of plywood was like $2. So I told him to go. He went with the 3/4 inch plywood, and they were like 32, somewhere around in the range of $32 a sheet, right? Which is better than it was. Um, I don't know that the prices of lumber will ever come down to what they were before the whole um, debacle of the lumber shortage. I think the shortage, right? The supply and demand crap that they feed us. Um, I don't think, absolutely, Adam. I don't know that it will ever come down to what it was before, but it's more manageable now. So he went for a supply run because the inside of the cabin needs to be. He's building walls, and I will do a video on that. Um, you know, finishing the inside of the cabin, but then also, um, I don't know if you remember when we came. Everything that we had, we used the camo camper as storage, right? So before I left Louisiana, I had purchased two 10 by 14 storage buildings from Lowe's that were in the box. Well, when we moved from Louisiana to Tennessee, those awesome, Adam, awesome. Those storage buildings in the box were 300 pounds a piece, 298 to be exact, for a 10 by 14 storage building from Lowe's. So they were on sale at the time and I got them for I can't remember, but it was less than $400, I think. Because besides them being on sale, at that time Josh was working for Lowe's, so I got an additional discount with Lowe's. And all his discount amounted to was it took care of the taxes, right? It would reduce it enough to where the taxes weren't additional. So I got 2 of them when I caught them on sale. So both of those cabins, both of those storage buildings, we got loaded into the camo camper and laid them flat on the floor for transport. So we brought them from Louisiana. These sheds, these storage buildings have been around the freaking globe, can I tell you? So we brought them from Louisiana to Tennessee, to the property. And then when Mom passed away and we decided not to be in Tennessee, we transported them from Tennessee to Arkansas, right? Because everybody's like, oh, where are you now? Where are you now? Well, you know, if you've been following my channel, then you would know the decisions that we've had to make. Plus, you know, in Tennessee, when we were in Tennessee, the whole breakup thing happened, and then Mom passed away. We had to come to Louisiana, so that's why we're here on the property in Arkansas, right? So these storage buildings were loaded into the camo camper, flat on the floor to make it even transport, right? Because when I was transporting those, I was at the limit on what that camper could hold. I'm telling you, everything. Oh my God. Hey, Patty. Thank you so much for joining me. I am giving the background on why I cannot hardly move today. Holy crap, y'all. I'm just so sore and miserable. Anyway, my hair looks like crap. It's crazy. Sorry. Try to be presentable, and I can't. I just can't. Yeah. So, yesterday, we started trying to unload some of that stuff out of the camo camper. And those boxes of the storage buildings that were on the floor, you know, we put them on the floor and then everything went on top of them. Because we didn't want to put them up in Louisiana. We didn't put them up in Tennessee, although that was the intention. Thank you, Patty. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I said earlier I'm jacked up on ibuprofen. Oh my God. I'm so sore. It's ridiculous. Anyway. So we didn't put them up in Tennessee, although that was the intention. So we got them here. All right, so we got the roof installed, which is what we were waiting on to decide where to put these storage buildings. Because I wasn't sure how far on each side of the RV that the cover would go. So we didn't want to put up a storage building and have it in the way, and you know where the the legs or whatever of the cover would go, so that it would have to be moved. So we said, okay, we're going to wait until the roof is installed so that we can know where to put the storage building. So the roof is installed. Yes, it is fabulous. I love it. And then we picked a spot behind, like the RV sits like this, and the roof over the RV is like this. So right over here is where we're going to put the first storage building. And so it's behind, like I can look out my window here and see the to see the storage building. Absolutely, Adam. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. I'm so freaking sore. So we started pulling out the stuff that was on top of the storage buildings in the camo camper. Plus unloading all that lumber that Josh went and got. Some of it was for the inside of the cabin, and then some of it was for the base to be built for the storage building. So Josh is going to build a base for the storage building to sit on, and it's going to be on those square, like, I don't know what you call them, because I'm not a lumber person and I'm not a construction type person, but the square things with the hole in it that the 4x4 goes into, that's what the base is going to be on. And then the storage building is going to go on top of the base. So the lumber, some of the lumber that he got was for the base of the storage building. So we were unloading stuff out of the camo camper. The camo camper did leak, so some of my stuff in there got wet. The boxes that those storage buildings was in was one of the things that got wet. Remember when we were going down the interstate and the roof peeled back? Well, when we got it to Tennessee, we put a cover over it. When we brought it to Arkansas, we didn't put that cover back on it like a dummy, right? So those boxes that storage building was in got wet. So when we were trying to get everything off the top of the storage building, the stuff that was at the front of the camo camper, some of it got wet. No, it's not brackets, Adam. It's square concrete blocks. They look like pillars or whatever. Hang on, I'm going to find what I'm looking for, because dang it, it aggravates me when I can't think of something. Hang on, bear with me just a minute. It aggravates fire out of me. Can y'all hear me typing? Crap. I'm telling you. I don't think they're called concrete blocks. I think they're called something like what is it? Yeah, it's the square concrete block, looks kind of like a pillar, and you put the 4x4 post in the middle of it. That's what they are. Let me see. Bear with me just a minute. No, it's called a deck block. Yeah. Hang on. Yes, a concrete deck block. That's it, right there. I wonder Can I share an image? Let me see. Let me try this. Let me see what happens. All right. So let me know if you can see this. That's what it is. A concrete deck block. That's what it's called. Yeah. So he got like, I don't know, 16 of them or whatever. To go underneath the base of the thing. Stop screen. Awesome. That was just an experiment. See if it would work. Because I'm, technically challenged. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. So he got like 16 of them. Plus, he got regular concrete blocks to use to build the steps up to the cabin, the front of the cabin, to use in the meantime until he can get steps built, because he also got the lumber to build steps up to my deck, because I've been using concrete blocks, and they're not very steady or whatever. Oh gosh. Absolutely. There you go, Patty. You go, girl. So we were unloading stuff out of the camo camper. So the boxes were wet or had gotten wet. So you couldn't pick the box up to get the storage building out of the camo camper. So we had to rip it open and unload that storage building, the contents of the box. Hey, Iron Fire Horse, how are you? Oh my gosh, thank you for joining me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm just whining. That's all. So today I am so sore from all of that ibuprofen is my friend today. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I'm moving slow today. And I was up during the night because I was hurting so bad. I almost slept through my dang live stream. Yeah. Crazy. So, awesome. Glad to have you here, Iron Fire Horse. Yes. Pickle juice time. Absolutely. Always have it on hand. If I'm out, I just get one just to have, right? So, supposedly, Spicy is coming today. We're going to try to get the fence up for Maggie. We kind of know where once we have the cover installed, we know where to put the fence for her, because she's a banshee. Yeah. So he's supposed to be coming today. He is bringing fence material. Oh, nice. Getting your van ready for a road trip up north. That's awesome. What part of the country are you in, Iron Fire Horse? Yeah, I'm hurting pretty bad. Oh gosh. Um, well, what you need is a Josh. Josh has been busting it, y'all. I am so proud of him. You know, everything that's oh wow, and you're going north? Holy cow. Yeah. So I have some people that I follow that are actually in Canada, and can I say that the right that the health system in Canada, on the surface, looking at it from the outside, the health system in Canada seems amazing, right? But anyway, that's a topic for a whole different video. Just thought I'd mention that. But Josh has been doing everything that needs to be done that I can't do. He has been doing it here. Um, you know, bush hogging the entire 13 acres. Holy crap. Everything that needs to be done, he has been doing it. Awesome. Awesome. "90 school bus drivers quit in Chicago because they didn't want the blankety blank blank zombie apocalypse lockdown virus." Oh, wow. And are they required? So I'm behind on that. Are they required to get it to keep their job? Um, Iron Fire Horse. Like I said, looking at it from the outside, it seems amazing, I'm sure there's nuances that those of us on the outside don't know about. But yeah, I'm sure. Anyway, so I'm suffering today. Oh my gosh, it hurts. My hair hurts. Can I say? I'm so sore. But, getting it done one thing at a time, that's how we have to do it, because we don't have a crew, Um, uh-oh. Yeah. So it's ramping back up again. Yeah. Well, like I have an advantage because I work from home, and am isolated pretty much most of the time, unless of course I have to go to Ohio for a week to deal with providers and coders and all that kind of stuff, which they're talking about me going back again. They're trying to convince me that I need to make another trip, and I'm doing my best to say, let's wait. Let's wait just a bit. Yeah, they're already talking about me going back. You need to come back. We need to schedule, such and such a time, so you can have a return trip to Ohio. So I'm trying to put that off. Hopefully, I can continue to put it off. Anyway, so absolutely, Adam. Oh my gosh, absolutely. And occasionally, um, the people that I work with and my boss, right, who I work for, um, they will send me a link and say this piece of property is available in Ohio, and it's in proximity to um, the facility, and look at this. This is neat. I'm like, no. If I was going back if I was going to move north, I would go to the property in Tennessee. It's like 5 hours, um, uh, 5 hours from the facility, and that's close enough. Um, yeah. You wouldn't get me on a bus with a whole bunch of unvaccinated kids, even if, oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So, working from home and being isolated is it does have its advantages, right? Um, and everything that I do, I can do virtually, right? I can have a meeting with the provider over their documentation and do coding, training, whatever. I can do all that virtually. But some of these providers, they demand and they insist that they want to meet face to face, whatever. Hey, Christy Betts, how are you? Thank you for coming in, Christy. Nothing worse than a busload of brats. Ha ha, even pre-virus. Oh my God, Iron Fire Horse. Remember, I don't know if you know or not, but back in the day, I drove a school bus for 7 freaking years. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there is no way I can do it now. There is no way. 7 years I drove a school bus. I had a 62 passenger diesel school bus that I drove every day. Yep. I actually had 3 jobs, but that was when my kids were still at home and I had 2 seniors at the same time. So I had 3 jobs. I had a beauty shop. I was a licensed cosmetologist. I had a shop that I did during the day. I drove a school bus on a regular route for the parish, which is in Louisiana. Their parishes, not counties, but in the morning and in the afternoon, I drove a school bus, and then at night, I delivered newspapers. Yeah, because I had 2 seniors at the same time, and had to do 2 class rings and 2 senior proms and 2 sets of invitations and 2 of this and 2 of that because I had 2 seniors. Terry and Josh were seniors in the same year. Yeah. Absolutely. Yep. 7 years I drove a school bus. Yep. That's exactly why Iron Fire Horse, 3 kids, trying to get them through school and get the seniors paid for and their senior pictures and all that. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, yeah, I drove a school bus for 7 years. So, when it comes to being able to maneuver a vehicle like a 62, 72, I can't remember. I think it was 72 passenger diesel school bus, and parallel park it, I can do that. But do I want them 100 and something kids behind me, screaming and all that? Because when you have a 72 passenger school bus and they're little kids, they put them 3 to a seat, right? So it's not just 2. So parallel parking one of those school buses is a skill. I'm just saying. You had 2 in college at the same time. Absolutely, Christy. Absolutely. You drove school for 26 years. Oh my gosh, Patty. Yeah. Absolutely, Iron. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. I did the same thing, Patty. Um, when I stopped, I you know, turned in my CDL. Um, and but no, the skill is there, right? The skill is there. You don't lose the skill just because you don't have the license. I'm just saying. Yeah, Big Bubba, yeah, absolutely. Um, Parallel park a scooter. Oh my gosh, I know. Oh, yeah. I had a bus load of little kids, right? Um, that I took to downtown Baton Rouge, which is the capital of Louisiana, to the state capitol on a field trip one time. There was like 5 different classrooms of kids, and I had them all on the bus, and I had to parallel park downtown Baton Rouge. Yeah, but I managed to do it and not hit anybody. You know, so that skill set is there. Um, for you to not forget. It's like riding a bicycle. Being able to do something like that on a huge bus. Yep. Because when I was driving a school bus, um, I had my regular route in the morning and the afternoon. During the day, between the two routes, I did my beauty shop. I had my clients that come to my shop, for haircuts and perms and prom dues and all of that. And then at night, I would deliver newspapers. But during the day, if there was a field trip available, that was additional pay. So a lot of times, if there was a field trip available that I would be able to sign up for, you have to accept, like, if this school, like you've got 5 different schools in your parish, um, this school has a field trip and they need a driver. So you can say, hey, I'm available. I can do that. That's extra pay, right? Um, so sometimes I would do that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The kids, um, back then, uh, the kids were not the same as they are today, right? Even back then, you could not, uh, you know, when my kids mouthed off and smart mouthed and all that, I would bust their butt. I'm just going to put it out there. I would bust their butt. You can't do that on a school bus, right? When you have a route. So the only thing that you can do is take those kids or take that kid to the authorities, So, a fight breaks out on your bus or whatever, and you can't do anything. You can't touch them, The only thing you can do is pull over and call the police and get the police to take them off, But nowadays, the disrespect that is out there, there is no way. There is no way that I would be willing to do that again. It's not gonna happen. Nope, I'm done with that. Somebody else can have that headache. Yep. Ambulance license. Yeah. Well, there's always opportunities out there, and getting to travel now. I'm so happy that you're able to do that now. The neighbors know me as the old guy that waves at everybody. Absolutely, Adam. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Well, this morning, when I hit the floor, I thought that I wasn't going to be very productive, and I haven't been productive yet today, right? Because of the pain or whatever. Oh, even my shirt hurts. Oh my gosh. It was bad enough on the bus 15 years ago. I drove my kids to school even though that could have been a bus. I don't blame you at all. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yep. Craziness. It's a different environment today than it was, 10 years ago or whatever, 15 years ago. Um, but yeah, but having the skill is there. So, that's one thing I can say, right? Yeah, absolutely. So hopefully Spicy will come. He's going to bring some fence material, and then hopefully he'll be able to help Josh um, get the fence up for Maggie, because having her in a where I don't have to go out and keep an eye on her in her area, in her fenced area, is going to be crucial, because when I'm in during the day when I'm working and I'm in a meeting or whatever and she needs to go out, making sure that she's monitored, and I keep an eye on her. If she had her own fenced area, then I can just let her out and continue on with what I was doing. So, but I will do an update on that when it's done, and then putting the storage building together, because I still have my freeze dryer. I need an area, a space, where that can be put, in my dehydrators and all that. I would like to get that going again, but I don't have the room in here. I just don't, so that's another reason why eventually there will be another cabin brought. I was talking about that in the video that I put up. Eventually there will be another cabin, because in the RV here, being under the cover protects the roof, and and Josh seems to think that one day we may want to move this camper, so we're not going to block, like it's under the RV, it's under the cover, it's put up to Josh's cabin, so you have to come in from the side, pick it up, the front of it, to back it out from underneath the cover, so he doesn't want to block the back end of the camper. Okay, I can see not doing that, although my preference is not to move this camper, but he said don't block it in where it can't be gotten out. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Get to crack-a-lacking on the bomb diggity fence in the podunk town. You got it, Adam. Oh my gosh, you got it. Yep. So we'll see whenever Spicy comes, if he has enough fence material to do a fence for Maggie. Hopefully he does. So we'll see. Anyway, oh my gosh. Yep. I think that's him. Maybe that's him messaging me now. Let me see. He said he is coming after lunch. So that is awesome. I'm glad. Yeah. Maddie Joe she has started school and I am so stinking proud of her. Oh my gosh. Yep. And she started dance class. She's going to love it. Love it. Yep. And she says Maggie's a big puppy. Yep. Yeah, he does have some fence material extra, that he's going to bring me, but it'll help. But I'm going to pay him for it. So I just picked up old fence boards off the side of the road, making a small patio before I go. Awesome. Yes. So the garden area, the growing season, it's late into the growing season, and I've gotten a couple of raised beds that I ordered. I think with my age, right, and being by myself, um, I think that raised beds are going to be more advantageous for me than growing in the ground. And the reason why is because of the weed control. So, I'm not a young whippersnapper anymore. I'm old. I feel 90 today. But anyway, um, being you know, with my age and being by myself, I think I'm going to go with the raised beds. And I, I haven't started putting them in yet, because we've got things that are a priority, right? So when you work full time, you have to choose your priorities, and uh, the the fence is a priority, and then getting the storage building put together. Getting Josh is going to build the base. Thank goodness. I there's no way I could do any of this without him. Um, and if he decides to um, go and spend a couple of weeks with whoever. Okay, Patty, thank you for coming in. I'm glad you came to hang out with me. Oh my gosh. Um, if he decides to go spend a couple of weeks, then I have to be able to maintain by myself. So I'm realistic in that, and not taking on more than I'm able to do. Um, I don't, I have to, I just have to be realistic, right? So I think raised beds is going to be something that's better for me than a garden in the ground. And, it's mainly because of the weed control. So that's the route I'm going to take for a garden. And then chicken coop is, coming. The roof was a big purchase. So now that is taken care of, and the lumber, the first load of lumber for finishing the inside of the cabin. Um, oh, that's all right, Patty. That is all right. I appreciate you very much, and I'm thankful that you came to hang out with me today. Yep. uh, the like I said, the roof was a big expense, and then the first load of lumber to finish the inside of the cabin. Um, uh, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, Adam. That's kind of where I'm at. Absolutely. Um, so I have to do these things as I can, and deciding to go with raised beds versus in the ground, and then the chicken coop. You know, um, I'm realistic about what I can do. You know, so um, oh my gosh, I didn't know that, Iron. Yeah, yeah, I'm pretty thankful for Josh, Adam, because there's no way I could do any of this. You know, putting the plumbing into the campers and doing the electrical, running the electrical, and finishing the inside of the cabin. There's just no way I could do it, physically at all. So it would have to be hired out, and there may be a point when I have to do that at some point. Hire somebody to do something for me. Um, but so far, Josh has handled up. He has handled up, you know. Um, hey, Sherry, how are you, lady? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, I'm just trying to catch up, catch everybody up on. I'm suffering with sore muscles today after everything that we did yesterday. Do y'all hear that dog? Oh my gosh. Yeah. She's got a she's got a squeak toy. The other day I had a um, WebEx, which is a virtual meeting, um, with a provider, and she had that squeak toy, and I had to take it from her. Yeah, it was ridiculous. Moving a big shelving unit by myself, T8 collapsed to 1/5 its original height. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Sherry, um, I hope that you are feeling better. Um, I know that you've been ill, so I have been sending prayers up for you, lady, for sure. She does have big ears, Christy. Oh my gosh. She's got some ears. Yeah, and that's natural. They were not clipped. So, yeah. Oh, that's good to hear, Sherry. Good to hear. Awesome, awesome. This van trip is about getting my strength back. Absolutely, Iron. Oh my gosh, don't ever give up. I may crawl at times, but I'm just that hard-headed. I don't like giving up. Yep. So, anyway, oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm not kidding. I'm so sore today. Golly. This old girl hurting today, y'all. Mm, absolutely, Christy. Absolutely. You know, I'm not uh I'm not too proud to crawl when I can't stand up and walk. Oh my gosh. Yep. And Josh has done so much. Oh, it's crazy. Yep. So he's going to build the base to the storage building. And then we're going to put the storage building together. And I have to decide what to do with the camo camper when it's empty. I think that the frame of the camo camper is usable. It can be stripped down and made into a trailer, or like a mobile chicken coop or whatever. I don't know at this point what we're going to do with it when it's empty, but all of my stuff that I brought around the freaking country, is in that camo camper. So it's junk to everybody else, but to me, it's my stuff, Absolutely, Christy. That is exactly my point. Josh has been here and Josh has been doing, but Spicy has been busy. He's got his own life. And Erica, she doesn't come. She comes when she can, but the occasions are few and far between. So I'm really thankful that Josh has been here and able to help me from scratch. I have two brothers that would not lift their hand to do anything. And, that's why we're not close, right? So everything is falling on Josh's shoulders to do. Hey, Gardener Josh, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Oh my gosh. You took apart an old box spring and used the wood to make the bed for the van. Well, that's a freaking awesome idea. That's smart. Yeah. That's a very smart idea. Yep, refurbishing, reusing, it keeps from having to buy new, yeah, that's where I'm at, Christy. That's where I'm at. Both of my brothers, which of course they're half brothers, but both of them, they would not spit on me if I was on fire. That's how bad it is. So, having to do it all, and I would be severely limited if Josh wasn't here, so I'm thankful for him. Everything to convert my van is someone else's crap. Well, hey, there is nothing wrong with that. Nothing whatsoever. Yeah. Yep. I know the feeling, Adam. I know the feeling. So, but it's okay. It's all right because I'm just hard enough not to stop, not to give up, and I'm going to keep trucking, even if it is one step at a time. Remember, blood is not thicker than water. All the time community is better than family sometimes. You are absolutely right, Gardener Josh. You are absolutely right. Yep. Oh, I know, Iron. Oh my gosh, I know exactly. And um, grabbing that stuff that you can, that someone doesn't want, absolutely great idea. Yep, absolutely great idea. Thank you so much, Iron. Oh my gosh. Look, I'm fumbling along. I can tell you I am fumbling along, you know, but the the things that you don't let beat you, you know. You know what, you know, they say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, you know. So there have been a lot of adjustments that have been made, um, in my life, you know. Can I ask you what you doing? Hmm? This crazy dog, she is chewing on the bottom of my chair. Let me show y'all. Let me see if I can get her to come here. Come on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is Maggie. Look at Maggie. This is Maggie. Yes, Iron, yes. Oh, be still. Be still. Come here. Come here. Yep. Somebody said um her ears are big enough to hear, monitor what's going on 2 counties over, you know, because that she they're standing up and they're so big. Yeah. This is Maggie. She is absolutely, yes, she is part German Shepherd and part Belgian Malinois. So, um, yes, yep, yep. She's a little brat right now. Yep, she's a little brat. Ears and paws. That's it. Exactly. Yep. But um, Josh, talked me into getting her. After Callie passed away. Um, uh, Taught me into getting her. And when I got her, she was little. She was, 6 weeks old, 8 weeks old. Um, so I think she's maybe 10, 12 weeks or whatever. I think she's 12 weeks. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how old she is, but I would have to get my calendar down and see when I got her and how long it's been and how many days and all that kind of crap to figure out, her exact age. Be still. Oh my gosh, be still. Yeah. But she is she is German Shepherd and Belgium Malinois. She's a heathen. But she also keeps me from being by myself, right? Um, because after Callie passed away, you know, it's you need a companion when you're by yourself. So that's what he was able to find her from a breeder. And I said whenever Callie passed away that I didn't want to get another lab. And I said, I wanted to go with a German Shepherd. Um, so he found her from a breeder. And when he contacted the breeder, they said she was German Shepherd and Belgian Malinois. So he got her for me. Thank you very. No, Malinois. Malinois. Let me type it. um, Hang on. Hang on. It is. There it is. Belgian Belgian Malinois. Hey, Creative Redundancy, how are you? I was just talking about Maggie's breed. Yeah. Hey, you want to not chew on that? That'd be great. Thanks. Sorry. All right, Iron Fire Horse. Thank you so much for coming in. And I'm absolutely excited to hear that you're taking a trip. And I thank you for following along with me. Oh my gosh. Yep. And be very careful and be safe. Yes. Yes, Christy, they are very energetic. And that's another reason why she needs an area she can run in, because, there are times when she gets absolutely ballistic in here with a ball, So, yep, for sure. For sure, for sure. She is, oh, nice. Nice, Iron. Thank you so much. Christy, she is, the Malinois are the canine breed that a lot of policemen use. So, her instinct is there. So hopefully, as she gets a little bigger and Josh is able to work with her, that she will turn out to be a good dog for me. She has. Maddie Jo loves her. Maddie Jo says she's a big puppy. A big puppy. She has not been around Aiden and Logan or Nathan. Those are Erica's kids, right? Because I'm still trying to break her from the play biting that she does. I mentioned in my video, she bites, not viciously, but playing, she bites. So that is still something that I'm trying to break her from. Before I let her around Nathan. So she's still got a few things that I have to work with her on before I trust her around Nathan. And, when she's roughhousing, she doesn't bite viciously. She's playing. But I don't want her to bite Nathan playing and hurt him. So I still have to work with her on that, Hey, what are you doing? Okay. Yeah. You have the land and have considered a German Shepherd. They are nice dogs, but have the right temperament if someone is on the property that doesn't belong. And that's my hope, Adam. That is my hope for getting her, that she's able to be my companion as well as alert me if anything's going on. So hopefully it'll work out. Christy says this one was 7 and still full of energy, ferocious on the job, but great with the officer's children. That's awesome, Christy. Yep. That is awesome. So hopefully she'll get out of her bad habits that she has. Puppies, and I'm not a trainer, right? But Josh did a great job with Callie, you know. And then I was able to work with Callie on being around chickens, you know, because at one time she killed chickens. So I was able to break her from that, where she was able to be around my chickens. So, yeah, yeah. Hey, what are you doing? All right, y'all. I think that, yes, I miss Callie very much. I think that I'm going to have to close out. I think Girl needs to go out. So I'm going to go ahead and close out this chat, and I am thankful for each and every one of you um, for coming and hanging out with me. Um, she's pacing the floor, so I'm gonna have to get off of here and get her outside. Thank you all for joining me and coming and hanging out with me. I love y'all, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great holiday weekend, everybody.